Okay, so another thing we could think about with bees is how can we get some nice mob drops? What about blaze rods? They wouldn't be bad to have. I can get them some smouldering bees. So for smouldering bees, we're going to need a hateful bee. So we're going to need infernal and eldritch. Okay, so we'll just get a hive bee and a cultivated bee. Let's do that then. Hive bee. So we'll take that out. So that's going to get us our eldritch bee. Just a hive bee and a cultivated bee gets us the eldritch bee. Eldritch bee is a pretty basic bee. And so, I think we went into charmed and enchanted, didn't we, before? We want to go into hateful this time, though. So we want that infernal princess. And that... I feel like that is actually a hive bee as well. Yeah, I've got it quite a few times here, so I probably did. It probably is a hive bee. Okay. I don't know which hive it could be really though. Do we establish, is that a hive bee? We could just not have a recipe. No, I don't think it is. She is a hive bee. I feel like it's just not got a recipe. I suppose I could go to the nether and see if it's actually there. Okay, so you need actually a nether upgrade. Did I have the nether upgrade in there? I probably did. No, you need a planes upgrade, don't you? That's all you really need in there. So yeah, so you get the eldritch bee. Let's just put a there's a shame you actually have to put it on. We'll take the production one as well, maybe. Let me just what was that? What have I put on it? Let's not put that template in actually. Let's make this template, put some more stuff on it. But I'm blinding. I don't think we can stack them. Let's put this on the Eldritch Queen maybe. Actually, we'll put it on the Infernal Princess. The good thing is though is that this can be applied multiple times. I wonder if I put the second one in here. I think you can do that. It's interesting though. You can actually put the second one in first. As soon as the first one goes in, you put the second one. So as soon as the first one starts ticking, it's already gone into some kind of machine, I guess. Blinding worker. Alright, so we wanted to, if we look at what we wanted to do here, obviously we're trying to get to this bee, the Hateful bee. We already have an Eldritch bee. Production of light. How can I get this bee to die? Oh, there is another one, I think. Isn't there? I think I just keep on missing it somehow. There it is. Sure, it's like blinding worker. Oh, I thought for some reason I thought it was a fucking queen. Let me just get a queen then. Why do I think it was a queen? Yeah, I keep forgetting that it's a brighter hat. Hey, these fucking things. Can't I just put on my bee suit? Interesting. I didn't realise, but the actual Ender IO stuff has actually got B. Is that going to protect me then? Let me just see if this protects me. Because it's certainly better than that fucking B stuff, isn't it? Yeah. It's like the worst armour ever. It's almost a joke how stupid that crap that armour is. Well, it's protecting me, but this is still going ridiculously slowly, isn't it? No, it's not even going. I do wonder about the flowers, because I've seen it work without flowers many times before. I think it's the pollinated leaves. I still don't want to go into the trees though. Alright, so what I was saying anyway is that we want to get blaze rods, don't we? To get blaze rods we need a Smouldering queen. So we wanted to get the Hateful, so we need an infernal and an eldritch. What do you get from the infernal column? Let's see, let's remember this. Let me just see which ones I really need. I want something that... That was the boots to do it. I guess I'll take everything else off then, shall I? Is it a set bonus of some kind? What the fuck? It is, isn't it? Do they all say bees? Bees. I've got to say, I do like that naturalist eyes thing. The problem with this armour is it's just too powerful. I don't really want powerful armour, I don't really like it. Because you can't move around properly. I probably would just be better off wearing the... I know I just said it. But I probably would just be better off wearing the Apiarist armour. Because at least it's... I mean, at least it's... is there no Apiarist hat? Oh. It just looks... It's just kind of that. But actually, that's actually more realistic to what it actually looks like. Oh yeah, I don't know why I've still got this watery one here. That I didn't want to go with. So did I establish what the molten comb? Just refractory wax. Okay, that's still quite useful. Oh yeah. That was in the first FTV pack. Alright. So yeah, so if we get the Infernal Princess and we have a... Do we have an Eldritch Bee somewhere? Let's just take an Eldritch. I must have an Eldritch here somewhere. That's going to get us the Hateful Bee, which is what we're looking for. And then from the Hateful Bee, we can go to Spiteful. Which will let us get to the Wither Bee. Was this the bee I looked at before? Weird. I think it actually was though. It must have been. What else do you get with it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was looking at demonic bees and stuff like that. Alright, so we get to Hateful anyway. We don't want to go in that direction. So there is a secondary direction, which is what we were looking at. And that... Alright, do we have a Hateful Bee yet? There's a Hateful Bee. Let me just confirm that it's going to stop working if I do that. No. Because what it actually means, right, it doesn't actually need this at all. It was only because it must have been I had set up something else incorrectly. Let me just check the Hateful Bee stats. Long, elongated life, we don't want that. Oh, there was the Eldritch Bee that we're doing that. I put this Eldritch Queen in here. Yeah, I haven't scanned it, but it should have shortest life. What upgrade did I put in this one? Light, health, lifespan and production. Just want to put some of those in. The lifespan, production. There must be other things I can put in there which will improve it. You see, this way I can actually increase the pollination of the trees, even though I'm obviously not even really that interested. Light is only a one-off thing. Honestly, the light upgrade I can't need. I could just put it. I just don't even need it. Open sky is pretty cool. Territory will mean I can go larger. Yeah, I mean I haven't been in here that long. To be honest, the bees are so slow that this is not actually that slow. It looks a lot slower than it is. Because the queen normally takes fucking ages to die. And the fact that it's already halfway through, and you can see it's getting these huge chunks, that's pretty good actually. But what I need to do probably is... did I set that second one up? Yeah, I've got the Hateful one. So that should have some nice stats on it as well now. And this one I thought they had emulation. Alright, so yeah, like I say, the whole point of this episode though is to get drops, blaze rods in particular. let's just go back. So we need the Smouldering bees. Okay, so we've got the Hateful bee there, and we're checking it out. We're checking out what it's got. So we need the Skulker. So that's a modest and an eldritch. So that's pretty easy to get as well. So we can just put our... I should have a modest here. Yeah, a modest drone, and we need an eldritch of some kind. Do we have any eldritch anywhere? Sure do. Look at that eldritch with that. Now let's get us this skulking bee. Okay, so with the skulking bee, what can we do with the skulking bee then? We can get Ghastly, Smouldering, Spidery. I wonder what some of these have got on them. Ghast tears. Okay, so this is actually an interesting little branch and section here. So it's going to produce. Let's just let's go through this little list. It's only three mutations, isn't it? What's that one? Yeah, interesting. So we can get to skulking, which is not, like I say, that hard. Just an eldritch and a modest. So really, eldritch is the only thing we want to do, and that's only like, and literally, eldritch is just one mutation high from cultivated, beyond cult. It's barely above cultivated, really. Then we go direct to the skulking, and then we've got that really nice blend there of a hive bee, you know, which literally we can get anywhere. Let's put the Skulker in here. What's going on here? Oh no, it didn't like it. It didn't like it, did it? It did want this. It really did, didn't it? I know it seems like obvious, but to me it wasn't really obvious. Because I've seen it working when it hasn't had flowers. I just think maybe it's just taking it from such a large radius that maybe I'm just... There might have been flowers around, I didn't notice. Yeah, it must have been that. Yeah, molten cone is mainly refractory wax. Let's just put some mundane cone in here. I'd like to just see what these things are giving us. And also I need to put the cone somewhere. Centrifuge is not a bad place. Alright, so yeah. So we've got a skulking queen down here, yeah. Hateful we've looked at. This one hasn't really got anything to do. We want to put the skulking queen through the... to be honest, we always want to put everything through the imprinter now. But here's the thing though, like... If I just put all the basic bees through the imprinter, what it will mean is that it should after certain generations in captivity, it should give me the ability to do this really fast. So I may do another set where I do it really fast. You see, I'm not getting onto the... Yeah, I really don't want to get onto trees at all. I really want to piss around with bees for as long as possible before I do the trees and then the butterflies and then, you know, what else. And they'll probably... And to be honest, even in the future, there'll probably be integration with all the other animals like no creature and shit like that as well. But yeah, we should be good here anyway. So one of the things I also wanted to do, we don't really need to worry about that at the moment, is we get this tropical bee. What is that, a queen? No, that's a princess. Alright, so we get the tropical princess and we'll take a... so I believe it was with a drone, wasn't it? Yeah. Then we can get to the spidery queen. What does this furtive cone do then? You see, I haven't actually got any eye in it. But that's the funny thing. That's the fun thing sometimes. Even when you've got a slightly balked version, which I have here. So we're going to get some beeswax and honeydew. Yeah, I don't think I've actually. Oh yeah, we can make glistering melons from that. Interesting. And ambrosia. You need royal jelly though. And that's from the Imperial line. The Imperial line is a classic line after Noble. Yeah, it's pretty classic, this stuff. 10% chance on that. Yeah, I really need to just put these bees through it every bloody time. We should, but it should. To be honest, if I just keep on playing this this version, I might have to get some cool stuff going on. By the time I do the tree breeding, it'll probably go really fast because I'll have increased the pollination and everything like by miles. All right. Anyway, so we wanted to put the tropical in here. We wanted a skulking drone, didn't we? Yep. Let's do some mutation. This skulking drone as well. Because that skulking queen I'd already put in here, I'd already mutated. Should be able to just put the desert upgrade in here. Flower. It should tell me that it wants flowers now, though, shouldn't it? This one may be a bit more complicated because it wants hot and arid. Still not liking the environment. Let me just is this temperature? Yeah, temperature. I might need a humidity one as well. And then I still might need... Interestingly, like, the more I do this, the more I realise that there's probably like an entire setup that you could do. Maybe I need another one. Let's put it and make sure it's the max. Cool. Give up on this. I shouldn't really need to give up. It should work. Most of the time I do this sort of stuff. It works. There you go. But here's the thing. This is an interesting thing when you think about it. It's like you need to basically be putting these. It needs to be checking, and I don't want to get involved with the conduits, but I wonder if I could do all this with Ender.io, like check what this bee needs. And it all makes sense, because sometimes when you look at a mutation and you just think, what's just happened to that skulking bee? It's just eating it. Alright, let's see what we get from Silky Comb. Silky Propolis, which is for the letters which we use to make paper. Huh, not very exciting. But as we've already seen here, in terms of I'm curious what's actually going to happen at this point. This should not give me tropical bees, because this tropical queen has just been bred. That's a weird thing that's happened there, isn't it? Not that weird. Yeah, we've got the skulking bees here anyway. And really what I'm trying to do is mix it together with this. Oh, I didn't do it in the mutatron. What was I thinking? Oops. So basically I could have got something, but I didn't. This will just give me tropical bees. But it will give me, but probably what will happen is that certain... I wouldn't mind comparing it actually. Let's just compare it. Because it's almost done anyway. You see, there's already been mutations though, because I've already changed. I'm pretty sure I already put these two mutations I did originally. These ones. These ones. Blinding speed and lifespan shortest. Also, the problem with tropical bees is that if we look at them, oh no, it produced a load of skulkers. So I wonder what could have happened there. I mean, I guess that is kind of normal that happened. Alright, but obviously we want to actually get it to work, so we wouldn't do that. We'll just get, should have another tropical in there. Just have tropical in. Alright, let's put it back in the mutatron then. And we want the tropical drone. So here's our spidery bee here. And you can see the spidery bee will actually produce string and spider eyes. And it is the end of the line for this branch. So we'll see if it's got any special requirements. Probably not going to put it in that one now. We'll put spidery bee in here. Seems to be happy with it. Let's put some more combs away. I've got my bee gear on there. Oh, there's a fucking cactus in there. There you go, you can see we're already starting to get some produce from the spidery queen. Let's look at the skulking bees under the bee lines. What have we got here? It's interesting. I put blinding on, and I'm sure that's more me doing this blinding on a particular bee. It's actually checked this side. This is a skulking tropical bee. It doesn't actually say it. Oh, it does say it in there. This is a fucked up bee, isn't it? This bee's got some serious issues. Pretty much everything is fucked up on this bee. There's already sold quite a few things here. I should probably get an escritoire as well, now I think about it. I'll just put the escritoire down somewhere. I'll put it here. Yeah, and I'll piss around with the escritoire in general. So yeah, so that is that bee. Now, with regards to what other bees we can get from skulking bees, so we showed the that was the spidery bee, didn't we, with the tropical? That was an interesting one. The other thing that we might want to do is, so obviously we've already in this episode, I'm pretty sure we've already got the hateful bee. So I might be able to. We'll just some more stuff away in there. Should have some hateful bees somewhere. Let's put those back in here. Yeah, unfortunately this one I kind of fucked that one up now so badly. The hateful bee is going to require this. Oh no, it can have that. Light, production, lifespan. Alright, so, like I say, we'll go back to the skulking. We've spoken about how to do it. So really we're just looking to get the, at this point, yeah, I've looked at the spidery bees. So really I just want to look at the ghastly, and then we'll finish off with what we actually started looking at, which was the smouldering. So that we need the ethereal. You recall, I'm not going to go through this process again with the esoteric, which is from cultivated and eldritch. I did actually go through that in a previous episode. But yeah, so if we just get an arcane and a supernatural, and we can see obviously arcane and a supernatural. Do we have a supernatural? There should be one here. There we go. So we'll put the arcane and the supernatural. That'll get us our ethereal bee. And then it should just be a case of ethereal and skulking to get the ghastly, which it is. This may be a nether one as well. Let's just put some more, some nice stats on this one. It's pretty fun to play around with this. And you can see that it doesn't do it like automatically. It basically just has like it's almost like it's not really. It's almost like literally very discrete events, isn't it? Rather than just a continuous thing, which is quite cool. It's all very discrete, really, when you think about it. when it's got this appearance of being incredibly continuous. So yeah, the smouldering is what we're looking for. So we've got that hateful bee. Yeah, let's just do a mix of those two then, I guess. Just take. We're not going to need those. We'll keep that in. Put this in. Not that one. So we want the skulking princess, and then we want another hateful bee. Do we have any hateful bees? There's one. There's a couple here. We want a hateful drone. Yeah, we don't really want to do that though, because we want to just do that in the mutatron. Just to go for the smouldering here, and then we just, yeah, I mean it's much easier just to get the queens, really, isn't it? And I think about it. And yeah. And that's certainly the end of the line for these things. So yeah, so from the Smouldering bees, obviously, yeah, I mean that's really it. Really, Smouldering bees. I don't know. I think I've just forgotten to put some of the specialization on there, but oh well. Smouldering bees get blaze rods. Ghastly bees. Yeah, I do. I could probably need to improve my process order a little bit here. But it's an interesting thing. It's interesting to start working with the with this stuff as well. Yeah. It's almost like though. One of the things I'm realising, it's almost like that as soon as a bee comes out from a mutation, I almost want it immediately to go into here. So I could put a cable in between there and actually put it immediately in there. That might be a bit of a better way of doing it. But yeah, but anyway, so this has been like a guide towards, you know, this this section of the bees with the skulking bees, which simply from a next line up from Eldritch. And I would imagine perhaps if there are more bees in this, there may be more mob drops. And you can see these are, we're going to get all the different mob drops from the Ghastly, the Smouldering, and the Spidery bees. So yeah, that's about all for now. Thanks for watching.